Neurodiversity in its truest sense means diversity of all minds. It is often referring to those with diagnosable conditions such as ASD, ADHD, and cognitive dementias related to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Roughly 17% of the population has been diagnosed with one or more of these conditions. However, it is speculated that many cases go undiagnosed, meaning the number is likely much higher. This heightens the importance of considering those with neurodivergent conditions in an interior environment. An interior designer is obligated to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the public, meaning they must acknowledge a person's needs not as a thing to try and avoid or prevent, but as a way to improve the interior environment for the target demographic. Too often, the neurodivergent are noted as underperforming. Feedback is often focused on what the individual needs to do in order to improve, instead of looking at environmental factors which could be limiting their ability to be successful. Every element of the built interior environment affects how one might feel in a space, including sounds, smells, and visuals. Therefore, all of the senses built and designed into the space should reflect inclusivity to all people, including those with neurodivergence. There are multiple ways to improve design that would increase the sensual value for individuals. For example, those stimulated by sound may prefer low stimulation environments for focusing. A designer then can specify acoustical barriers and sound masking devices, which would result in a more sensitive and effective design. Some neurodivergent conditions can be accompanied by a higher sensitivity to smell. Therefore, this is another important consideration. When designers space plan, they must keep this in mind, such as planning the work cafe away from the workstations in an office space, or using subtle calming scents to mask more unpleasant smells. Some spaces can be overwhelming or underwhelming based off of the visual stimulation that is influenced by patterns, colors, and textures. Balancing these stimulants is crucial for a designer as they conjure different feelings. Designing in a way that makes people feel like they are in an environment influenced by nature is one way a designer can lower anxiety and mental stress. Another way to create a secure environment is to incorporate different levels of privacy and have areas that allow and encourage movement. So how will designing for neurodiversity affect the world of design? LPA Design Studios in Irvine, California, says there are a few areas of design that we will see change as people begin to design with neurodivergence as a focus. In a world of growing inclusivity, an interior designer must design with the senses in mind.